Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome again on Business Today Television. In our ongoing series of superstar funds, where you can create enough and more wealth in 10-12 years, we continue to focus on quality equity schemes that have outperformed the market by a huge margin and created immense wealth for the patient, the regular and the simple investor. In our focus today is a small cap fund which is not only a superstar but perhaps the best value creator that the Indian markets have seen over the last 12-13 years. I am talking in the small cap category of funds, Nippon India Small-Cap Fund. Not only is it one of the best value creators that has been in the limelight for many months and many years, it is to its credit has many firsts. It may be small cap in name, but it has given phenomenal returns. It's given a CAGR of 21% for its regular scheme ever since it was launched in 2010, and over the last 3 years its direct plan has compounded at 30.2% each year. Nippon India Small Cap Fund is a legendary fund in terms of number of stocks that it holds, in the AUM that it manages. So it has the widest portfolio of 235 shares and it has an asset under management of 66,600 crores. It may be small in name, but when it comes to returns and when it comes to size, it is amongst the best, if not the very best. Now let us start analyzing the performance of this small cap fund. 194.37 is the net asset value of the direct plan for the Nippon India Small Cap Fund. And if you look at the performance which it has raked up over the last 12 years or so, an amount of about 14.4 lakh rupees has been converted to 75.9 lakh rupees. It's a massive compounding of 25.48%, which essentially means that if you use the rule of 72, which is to calculate in how many months does your money double if it is compounding at 25.48% each year, you get an amount, a time frame of 2 years and 8 months. So that is the way money has been compounded in Nippon Small Cap Fund. Now here are some very interesting facts as far as this particular fund is concerned. It follows a diversified buy and hold strategy, which means it buys into a large number of quality stocks, holds them for a very long time and enjoys the fruits of diversification over short, medium and long term. Some of its stocks that it has purchased are held for years and years together, so the compounding in those stocks works phenomenally well. So if you are in the business and hope of investing into small cap funds, please consider this very simple dictum. Small cap funds are extremely volatile in the shortest possible time, less than 1 year, less than 2 years. They are very volatile and returns can be off the charts on both sides of the equation, up and down. But if you hold a small cap fund for a longer period of time, it compounds the best between mid caps, large caps, flexi cap funds, hybrid funds, balanced funds. In fact, if you are a small cap fund holder over the last 10 years, you will have realized how far ahead you are in the game when it comes to small cap investing. It is only for the patient, it is only for those consistent investors who invest for a long period of time on a monthly basis, and of course they are the ones that enjoy the benefits of compounding over this extended holding period. Be patient if you want to invest in a small cap fund, stick to quality and start investing as early as possible. Let's now pay attention to the small cap fund, Nippon India Small Cap Fund's portfolio. As I have said, it has about 235 shares. By any account, this is the largest fund by number of shares. Top 10 stocks account for about 14.2% of the portfolio, and the highest stock weightage is 2.5%. So, it is a very, very well diversified fund. There is no question that a single concentrated holding will destroy either long term returns or will derail the fund, because the maximum that this fund has in one particular stock is 2.5% of its assets, and that too has gone up because the asset has appreciated very smartly. I am talking about the top holding, which is Multi Commodity Exchange, followed by HDFC Bank, Kirloskar Brothers. Look at the names that this fund has. These are relatively lesser known stocks which compound dramatically over periods of time. I will request the PCR to kindly show the chart of Elantas Beck. This is an infrastructural material play. This is not many people are even aware of this multi-bagger, but this listed on the BSE is worth 13,000 rupees, and if you see the price of Elantas Beck somewhere in 2022, it was at 3,593. If you go a little earlier, Elantas Beck was quoting somewhere like 2,500 rupees in April 2022. So, these are the kind of multi-baggers that Nippon India Small Cap Fund has held for long months together. It just buys and holds. If you see how the stock chart is of its changes in the number of shares, they are absolutely flat. They do not trade much, they invest for the longer period, they buy and hold and let compounding do the magic. In fact, if you look at the 1 year chart of Elantas Beck, it is Nippon India Small Cap Fund which has added the stock when it dipped substantially. So, these are the positives that you need to keep in mind. And coming to the returns, small cap funds as a sectoral category have been the best performing equity funds over 10 years, 15 years, 20 years time. If you have been fortunate to hold a particular small cap fund over longer periods, then you know what I am talking about. But coming specifically to Nippon India Small Cap Fund, 66,000 crores. Of the 66,000 crores, 96% is in equity, 4% is in cash. Now, look at the returns table. For the last 10 years, each year the fund has compounded at 22%, handsomely beating not only its main index, but also the small cap category. It ranks first on the 10-year period, first on the 7-year period, and of course, for the 5-year period it is second. So, it has always been in the upper quartile when it comes to long term returns, and has of course performed magnificently. As I have said earlier, if you had invested 12 years ago a simple sum of 10,000 rupees each month, that would have been 14.4 lakh rupees, and that amount, ladies and gentlemen, is now close to 76 lakh rupees. So, money has grown almost fourfold if not more in the last 10-12 years. That is the power of small cap investing, and it has done it in extremely volatile times. If you look at the net asset value of this fund somewhere in December 2024, it was 203 rupees. It fell to 163 rupees in March 2025. So, that is the kind of volatility that comes in, and from at 163 rupees it is now back up to 194. So, that is how it is. And while I am at it, let me just give you the best performing month and the best performing quarter as well. The best performing month was September 2023 to September 2024, the year. The fund appreciated by 151%. The best performing month was again May 2014 to May 2014 to June 2014, in which the fund rose 26%. Worst month was, of course, COVID, when Nippon India Small-Cap Fund fell 40% between 23rd Feb 2020 and 23rd March. So, these are volatile times for the fund to navigate, but if you are a long term holder, then you need to be fairly assured that small caps will give you the best return. I had a meeting with the fund manager once, and his strategy was to buy and hold. I mean, the kind of money that this fund invests in one particular stock, it can't be forever running towards the exit. So, they handle volatile times very well when stock prices fall, and are often seen entering into those stocks when those stocks are at their low in terms of valuations. So, keep an eye out on Nippon India Small Cap Fund. Once again, this is not an invitation to buy or sell, but to at least look at the fundamentals of this particular fund, and of course, take an independent view from a fund advisor should you wish to add this fund to your overall portfolio. Remember, small caps can be anywhere between 15 to 30% over of your entire mutual fund portfolio. So, amongst the superstar funds, yesterday we did Edelweiss Mid Cap, and today we have done Nippon India Small Cap Fund. Give us some feedback in case you want some other funds to be reviewed. We will keep an eye out on them as well. Thank you for watching. I hope it was an interesting conversation for you as much as it was researching it. Thank you.
आज का भारत